What's up, guys?
Welcome to our Sunday YouTube live session.
I love doing the titles like the hidden truth about something. I feel like those are, people just love clicking on those. Because there really is no hidden truth. But we just tested our readings when we took this morning.
Yeah, so we're doing like a montage of sweetener testing levels.
Montage.
Is montage the right word?
I think you can use it there, yeah.
So we're taking hits.
Tyrone, what's up? Tyrone always comments on our videos with a goat icon because he's saying we're the goat.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I know. What's up, guys?
Yeah, this sweetener test is going to be intense.
Oh, so guys, we're doing, I don't know how long it's going to take. We're trying to do as many sweeteners as we can. I'm going to double back for certain ones, though, I think, just because I want to, like stevia, I got a little bit of a mixed reading. The first one, I want to double back.
Okay. Are we going to record that?
Yeah, of course. Okay. But today we did allulose, and so our theory, tell us what you think of this. So what we wanted to do was for every sweetener, we want to do the equivalent of 2 tablespoons of sugar. So for allulose, that's 3 tablespoons. So we just had to like eat a bunch of allulose, 3 tablespoons. It's a lot.
And it wasn't horrendous because it has a sugar-like taste, but it has way worse effects than sugar.
Yeah, it's the worst laxative effect I've ever gotten in my entire life off this.
Me too. And I've taken laxatives.
Yeah. I actually never have.
But yeah, this tops that. So if you are like looking for a severe laxative and you have bad constipation, maybe a couple tablespoons of allulose. Yeah,
so we took a massive dose of this morning, and it had absolutely zero impact on our ketone and blood glucose readings. We're going to have all this in the video, so we don't want to give too much away. We'll give you guys allulose. But, what's it called? The only derogatory effects were the instant going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
But as far as, like, your keto diet...
We are doing monk fruit.
I'm giving allulose the gold seal of approval.
We're going to hit all the sweeteners that you can purchase, not in like pounds of bulk.
So I'm even getting aspartame, and I had to pay like $9 for 50 grams of it, which is not a lot.
Yeah, which is not a lot both ways.
Yeah, we ordered some monk fruit.
I'm scared to test my ketones because of the needle. Did you get used to that? Yeah. It's a lot more intimidating than it is. It's a tiny little prick. People do it every day.
It's worth it to me. I just want to know. Like, it's not that huge of a deal.
The shock of one time, and then you're just like, oh, this is not going to be bad at all.
Hey, Farmer Meemaw! The sugar-free gummy bears are the worst. Yeah, the reviews on Amazon of those are hilarious.
Yeah, they are.
I got monk fruit instead of allulose. Yeah, we're just going to test everything. We want to know. And the thing is, though, this is just us testing for our body, so it doesn't mean that everyone reacts the same way. But I do think it's a pretty good indicator of, like, certain things are generally going to be safe.
Right. Thanks, guys, for testing things so the rest of us can save time. Yeah.
Oh, this is the product, allulose.
Yeah. Yeah, if you came late, we just talked about our allulose sweetener test, just severe laxative effects, but nothing on the blood, glucose or ketone.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried eucalyptus gummies? I'm wondering if they're sugar-free.
No.
Never tried eucalyptus gummies. Those sound like a like eucalyptus has a really nice like smell and flavor.
And it's a cool word to say, eucalyptus. Yakan syrup? No, we've never tried that. I think that's just like a reduced glycemic sweetener. It's not really reduced carb, is it? I'm not sure. I have to look into that.
My favorite sweetener thus far is definitely just liquid stevia. We've never done monk fruit, but we're going to be soon, so that might change it.
Yeah, we just use stevia and erythritol in basically everything. Those are our go-to.
Yeah.
Recommendations for keto constipation.
Upping your water, your veggie intake, your fats, a salt water, or just warm drink in the morning. Salt is a natural laxative. Coffee, caffeine.
Sounds like allulose is good for a stay-at-home mom, not so much for a traveling salesman. True story.
Luckily, we're stay-at-home moms. Yeah, but it's the new Power Rangers, not as cool as when we were young. Oh, there's a Starbucks mix of stevia and monk fruit?
I think, is it stevia and monk fruit? I think it's oh, but there's actually some fructose in that too, I'm pretty sure. I've seen the thing they have at Starbucks. It's not zero carb. There's some glucose.
I don't think
and
anything at
in it.
Starbucks is zero carb.
Except for some of the sugar-free pumps, right? Oh, we're coming out. We have some cool Starbucks graphics coming and some cool Starbucks related
So you can
content.
order or make a keto drink.
I love the Torani sugar-free vanilla syrup for my BPC.
Those are good. They're really expensive, so we've just never bought them.
You guys should do these lives more often. It's really nice to hear. Yeah, we do like doing these a lot. I think 1 hour a week, and we also do 1 hour a week on Instagram. Is good, but the only problem is these things don't like really live on. They don't have like a lifespan. It's just like a current event. Maybe they last like a week. You can go back and watch them, but then they kind of get lost because there's no like keyword you can search to find the answer. So like we like making videos because you can just search like, what do you guys think about exogenous ketones? And that video you can find forever. You can't really find us answering these, you know?
But yeah, we do this every Sunday, and we always announce the time on IG Live or Instagram story and tell you when we're going to do it so you can keep up to date with us.
Yeah, we already talked about allulose. I think you can just rewind to the start of the stream. We talked about it right at the start.
Yeah, because we just did it.
Substitute for mashed potatoes other than cauliflower. I think the only other thing
Can you mash the radishes?
Yeah, you can do like a radish puree maybe, but I think the second best thing would maybe be jicama.
Oh.
Or like celery root, I know some people do, but I don't know how low the carbs are on that.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I subscribed to your channel today and literally watched like 6 hours worth. I always do that with YouTube channels,
That's so kind.
but thank you, yeah. Hopefully you didn't go back too far because our videos used to suck.
I'm glad you liked our vacation videos. Sometimes, and me and Matt talk about this a lot, when we put out like just vlogs, we don't want it to just be about us and like, oh, what are Matt and Meg up to? We want to like bring some information and value to you guys. So if you guys are enjoying them and they're beneficial,
let us know.
Yeah,
we're trying to mix in some tips and stuff.
Yeah. Tried chicken crisp pizza today. It was really good. Have you tried ground chicken? No, but that will definitely work just as well.
Check out the presentations by Ivor Cummins. Oh, I just watched a really incredible presentation today. I'm going to look up which one it was.
Hi, Rachel Pincus. Yeah, the coconut flour chocolate chip chewy cookies, like, I'm so glad. So Matt perfected both of those. Well, we got the inspiration from Dina. She runs Goodies Baking Mix. But the coconut flour chocolate chip chewy cookies, if I couldn't eat the chewy chocolate chip cookies, I'd be so bummed. So I'm glad I have a nut allergy because it benefits a lot of people. Are you still doing IF or slight bulking keto for gains? No, we started our cut now 10 days ago. So we're on a cut. So not really doing intermittent fasting either. When you guys do what you can, eat fast food places or restaurants really help me. Yeah, we definitely need to do more fast foods. A lot of people do like that because a lot of people are on the go or want the convenience of it. So we'll definitely try to do more of those.
I hear coffee is no good on keto or almond flour. Coffee's fine. Almond flour is fine, but sometimes it's easy to go overboard with that because if you make like a cake out of almond flour, it might use like 2 or 3 cups of almond flour, and that's
a lot of almonds.
Yeah, that's 12 ounces of almonds. It's almost a pound of almonds. So if you just go to town on that cake one night, that's a lot. And almonds have like a bunch of anti-nutrients and stuff in them, so it can kind of add up quickly. But like if you just have a serving or 2 of an almond flour dessert occasionally, no big deal. But I mean, some people have adverse reactions to almonds and stuff, so just if it works for you.
Yeah.
How was the dextrose pre-workout hack been working? Has it knocked you out of keto? Did at all? We didn't have our testing set up when we were doing that, but it didn't, like I can pretty much tell just my mental function if I'm in ketosis or not. And we haven't been doing it much lately, but no, you pretty much burn through the dextrose, especially if you're fat adapted. That's like pretty crucial. You have to be like metabolically flexible to be able to make use of carbs and ketones. But
we were having really intense workouts, and I feel like the dextrose helped play into
it helped.
Going harder in the gym. So yeah, definitely there was no negatives to it.
Allulose is made from corn. Are you worried about GMO and glyphosate or something? I don't know what phosphate really is. Does it say non-GMO? It says non-GMO allulose, but honestly, I don't concern myself too much with GMOs. I think it's kind of overblown, personally.
HEB is the best grocery. I don't know if we have one here, but if we do, we'll definitely try it. If you could ask your followers one thing, what would it be? That is interesting.
That is a good question. What would we ask our followers? I guess I just want to know like how we can improve. So what question would get that answer?
I mean, I think it would be cool to like know about you guys, but I don't know what like one general question would,
Yeah.
I guess I'd want to know like what's the biggest tip that helped you, because then that would just help everyone else. You'd see like a ton of different tips.
So I'm pretty sure you're incorrect about this allulose knowledge you're dropping. It's not the derivative of corn at all. Maybe you're thinking of erythritol. This is a rare sugar. It's not what you're talking about. How do you cook zoodles? Right now they seem like such a poor noodle substitute, but I want to love them. I just get the pan. I think the best way to do it is just get some oil in the pan really hot and just like real quick,
really
like
quick.
Under a minute.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 1 tops 2 minutes, but if you cook them too long, it lets out the water and they get soggy and gross.
80, 15, 5 macros. I don't go by any macro ratio per se. I experiment with a bunch of different things. I do like being close to like 75% fat. What do you think about Diet Coke? Would it knock you out of ketosis? For most people, I would say the answer is no. But there's rare exceptions that like certain sweeteners will maybe kick you out of ketosis. Honestly, I've never seen... You're covering the screen. I've never seen evidence of an artificial sweetener kicking someone out of ketosis, but people claim it does, so it's possible.
And that's why we're testing them. But it's different person to person. So like I could have worse effects than Matt could. We had different post-stevia readings, so you never know.
What is something you eat only for nutritional benefits, not for flavor / enjoyment?
Cod liver oil.
Right now it's cod liver oil. We've just started taking that. We're taking that because we're doing mostly carnivore diet right now. We're not eating much vegetables. So cod liver oil is, instead of eating like actual animal livers like beef liver and stuff, you can take the cod liver oil, and it has a lot of like vitamin A, vitamin D, good
more minerals than you get from vegetables.
Good omega-3s in it, yeah. So that's what we're doing right now. I just drink it right out of we got the liquid, like some expensive good stuff that you have to refrigerate. I just drink it right out of the jar, a tablespoon or a teaspoon.
I pour it out in a teaspoon because I don't want to overdo it if I don't need to.
Do you feel healthier on keto? That's a good question. I don't know if I feel healthier, but I just feel more energy, so I kind of relate that to being healthy.
Yeah, I'd agree so.
Yeah.
It's hard to even look back because I've definitely felt healthy because we were eating healthy before when we were doing high carb.
Yeah.
We weren't doing high fat. We were doing high carb, low fat, and like a higher protein. So that I still could feel healthy.
Doing carbs?
Yeah.
But going from where we are now to going back to carbs, I feel like you'd feel very like just different. You wouldn't feel as good. You don't know how good you feel until you start doing it.
If you do it properly though, right? Like if we went straight back to high fat, high carb.
Oh, like American diet?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys follow any specific workout plan? We just make up our own. We do like a bro split. We do 5-day split right now. Chest, back, legs, shoulders, arms. 5 days.
What supplements should we be taking on keto? I've been keto for 2 months, but I still don't feel like I know everything. Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna know everything. We don't even know everything. That's why we experiment. But definitely supplementing your electrolytes, like the main 3, magnesium, potassium.
That's the only thing that you should be taking.
And I would say a multivitamin.
Multivitamin, debatable, but yeah, if you're not getting it from diet. And then like, couple things you might want to try adding in is like some MCT oil, maybe some what else? I guess that's
just
really
like
it. Some fish oil.
Good fats, right? Like grass-fed butter, grass-fed meats. If you
that's
can
not a
afford
supplement
to, though.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Do you count sugar alcohols at all? 1/2 if over 5? No, we don't count. Well, it varies. I don't like just grouping everything and dumbing these things down because they're not to be dumbed down. Like maltitol, you should count. Erythritol, xylitol, you shouldn't count as much. How about Powerade Zero? It has the electrolytes. Would it help with keto flu? It doesn't have a ton of electrolytes. It has some potassium and sodium.
But if you're not getting any from anywhere, it's a step in the right direction.
And it tastes delicious.
Yeah, it's yummy.
Okay, let's get back to live. Is there a substitute for psyllium husk powder in keto bread recipes? There's a few things you could try.
I mean, there's a few bread recipes without psyllium husk powder.
That too.
But yeah, I guess I don't think so. Like 1-to-1, but people.
You could try oat fiber.
Or flax meal.
Yeah.
But nothing really absorbs like psyllium husk fiber powder.
So yeah, this is actually something I'm really kind of interested in now and learning about. Someone asked, are you guys always above 0.5 ketones fasted each morning or sometimes dip below? I'd say when we're on our diets, a majority of the time we're above, pretty much always.
Yeah.
But also, I hear all these people saying like 1.5 to 3.0 is like the optimal ketosis range. That's the furthest thing from the truth. If you've been doing keto solid for like 6 months and you're still showing 3.0, that's not good. That means like, because you don't want all these ketones just circulating in your blood. The blood testing of ketones is also ketones you're not using. They're in your blood. It's like after you eat a meal and your blood glucose is so high, there's sugar circulating in your blood. You don't want that. You don't want 3.0 ketones just constantly circulating in your blood.
Yeah, which is why after workouts we don't normally test, because you're going to show a lower reading of ketones since you're working out, you're using the ketones, so you're depleting your blood of them.
This morning we did our allulose test. We were both at 1.0.
Yeah, before.
And generally when you wake up you're a little lower and then like later on you're higher.
Are you related to a dentist named Akash Barrett located in Philadelphia? I think so. We have the same last name.
Yeah, I've actually been listening to a few podcasts and stuff, and people who have been, like there's some reports of people doing keto like 4 years solid, super hardcore, strict keto diet, and they show like 0.2. Like you shouldn't have high ketone readings after a while.
Yeah, we just had this discussion with
who?
Keto Savage.
Keto Savage. Keto Savage, guys, check him out on YouTube. He's a really cool guy, really good channel.
We have a podcast coming with him in a couple weeks.
He's just really like trying to, like curious, trying to get to the bottom of things, and just very open-minded.
And he's a pro bodybuilder on the keto diet.
Professional. Just got his pro card.
Pro card. Very cool.
I'm so nervous about holiday temptation. What are you nervous about?
Yeah, I guess that's what I was going to ask.
Yeah, like, if you go off course, that's cool. Just get back on. But also, what are you are you tempted by the food still? Are you tempted by, I think the bigger temptation is just social pressure.
People, yeah.
That can be kind of tough, but it's like, at some point you just got to be like, I'm not letting you guys, like, take me into your world of what's normal. Like, I have my own thing that I know is normal and is good for me.
Yeah, and there's several holidays to have like your triad. So like, Halloween's coming up if that's like a big holiday you celebrate, Thanksgiving, and if you have like a piece of pie and it makes you feel bad, then during Christmas you won't do that again. Or, at Christmas you'll do the same thing. But every day is like its own struggle. So just, get through the day. Don't be nervous about something months down the road. That's wasted stress, right? Yeah. I live my life with regret and stress. And being Matt's partner, he's like opened me up to the fact that if you stress about something that's not even come, then you're wasting time. Yeah,
there's some good saying, I can't think of it right now, about stress. Worrying is like stealing from tomorrow or something like that.
Well, and it is. It's so true.
So someone said, when I fast, my ketone levels are like 3.5, so that's bad. That's not necessarily bad because...
How long are you fasting?
Yeah, when you fast, you should expect your ketone level to be super high.
If it's a long fast, you're probably also not moving as much, right? Unless you're probably not working out or something. And then, you'll have more ketone reading, a higher ketone reading.
Is it bad if I can't always meet my calories every day? We get this question. This is one of the most asked questions. If your goal is weight loss, no, you don't need to hit your calories every day.
What are you using to test? Right now we use the Precision Extra, but we did get the Keto
Mojo.
Just because the test strips are cheaper, so in the long term, it'll be less expensive.
I think right when we get the Keto Mojo thing, we're going to I haven't talked to Meg about this, it's just me saying this right now. put a review video on it because I was like pretty hesitant going into buying it because it's so cheap compared to everything else. So I want to do some comparisons with it, and we'll put a video out real quick, and then I can recommend that you guys get it if you want to test, because there's like a pre-sale right now where it's I think like $70 for a tester and 50 ketone strips.
When do we get it?
We should get it soon. I ordered it like 4 days ago.
Oh.
Sparkling water is okay.
It is okay.
When should we be checking for keystones in the bloodstream? You shouldn't have keystone lights in your bloodstream. When?
Pennsylvania's the keystone state. Sorry.
You should just test different times a day. I like testing in the morning. I don't really like testing right after a workout. I like testing before bed. Just mix it up. And also, you don't have to test, too.
Right. You'll get different readings at different times of day. And that is fine.
What do you think about a slow carb diet? I think that is a good step. Maybe more easily
digested and right?
Yeah, it's a good step to transition into keto. It's also good if you want like maybe a diet that's more socially viable. You could say like it's easier to stick to when you go out to restaurants. It's better than standard American diet, worse than a keto diet. That's kind of my take on it.
Atlanta's amazing. We love Atlanta. I was just talking to my dad today, and I was telling him, I was like, I think I'm going to settle down in Atlanta. Like, I could definitely see myself long-term here.
Do blood tests about resistant starch. We just filmed a video on resistant starch. We've been doing it for a month now. We can tell you the blood test we did, it doesn't influence the blood test at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, do the resistant starch if you want. It doesn't mess with your blood sugar. Hey guys, what happened to the podcast? We just released one today.
We put our 12th out.
Yeah.
Today.
Check it out.
Keto for Normies. Saw you at the Monster Zero in Vegas. So are they okay? We haven't done. So I've tested after drinking a Monster, and I didn't have any like rise in blood glucose or drop in ketones or anything. We haven't tested erythritol yet, but I would say they're fine. Also,
you don't have to worry about all this stuff. Like, maybe Monster has a slight impact because it's high caffeine. It has a couple grams of carbs. But like, if you're just doing things for the most part, generally correct, you're staying under 20 carbs most of the time, you don't have to worry about all this stuff. Like, most of the time you're going to be in ketosis. Is it imperative that every moment of the day you're in a deep state of ketosis? Not really. Especially for most people whose goal is weight loss. Like, ketosis doesn't mean weight loss. Collagen peptide benefits on keto. Let me know what you think. I haven't really found any proof that they exist.
Can you do a keto Thanksgiving video? Do you mean like talk about the struggles of it or do a ton of food?
I sense tension between you two, Matt. Give Mega a kiss. Cheek?
Yeah, we're on TV. What do you do if you fall off the wagon for a day? Forget the day happened, get back on the next.
Yeah, you just got to keep on moving. I like just thinking of it as you're making progress. How many days has it been since the last time you fell off the wagon? This might be your new record. Just keep on progressing. Get better.
Drinking bulletproof coffee out of my new Keto for Normie mug. Yay! You're drinking it right now, though?
At night? You're not going to get good sleep tonight. What did you have for dinner tonight? What'd you have? You just had... I saw her eating like 2 ounces of goat cheese with red salt on top, and she was eating with a spoon like an animal.
So I did 2 ounces of goat cheese with some red sea salt. And then we got this incredible sous vide grass-fed sirloin from Costco.
Yeah.
So yummy. So I cooked that up in a lot of butter.
We just made a gyro recipe for the cookbook, so I just had a few slices of that, and I cooked it in some butter. And then, do I have anything? And then I had some bone broth.
Yeah.
Your videos have helped me so much. I've lost 45 pounds in 3 months. Yes!
What vitamins can I take for hair loss? What?
Maybe Matt is upset that Mega won't share her secret stash of chocolate she has in the closet.
I finished that. I had 3 pieces left, and I was like, oh, what if I should share this with Matt? And then I was like, he'll probably say no and then bum me out for eating it. So I'm just going to eat it in my closet. Because, like, I'll get excited to eat something. Well, now we're strict, so I'm not. But, like, when I did, I would be like, let's split this chocolate. And he's like, nah, I don't want to. And I'm like, okay, now you just ruined my excitement to eat the chocolate.
But I'm always like, you should just have it. I don't need to partake with you.
Well, we're a team. Well, vice versa, right?
Yeah. What vitamins can I take for
hair loss? So I used to take biotin when I had like thinning hair, but I just started taking it again, and I haven't taken it long enough, but I recommend biotin for like hair, nails, skin. I feel like a lot of people do take it for that.
Also, if you're really having hair loss problems, a lot of times that's just like transitioning to a new diet and a severe calorie deficit.
Yeah.
That's two things that can kind of cause that. What else do we got here? I just bought a 2.5 pound bag of erythritol. What should I make first? Make the cookie recipe that just came out today.
Or the olive oil cake.
Or the olive oil cake.
I'm obsessed with it.
You have no idea how hard it is to shop for keto in the UK. They don't have meat and butter in the UK and coconut oil?
No. I mean, people like to snack.
Yeah, I know.
That's why we make stuff. So you can you get erythritol? Can you get almond flour?
I'm stalling too, Allison. I go ham on heavy whipping cream. Honestly,
Don't.
if there was one food I could remove from keto and I think would help the most people lose weight, it would be heavy whipping cream.
There's people who like just chug heavy whipping cream and think it's okay, but there's
lot.
carbs. Just because it says 0 on the packaging lies.
Yeah, you guys have probably gone from pre-keto putting like a quarter cup of half and half in your coffee,
Or
which
just
is
like skim milk.
which a quarter cup of half and half is like 80 calories. A quarter cup of heavy cream is like 200.
Yeah.
How many grams of leucine and when to be taken? 5 grams, I think, is a good
Pre or
dose.
post workout?
Yeah, pre or post.
I upped my C and it has helped my hair loss. Yeah, vitamin C will definitely help with that.
Opinion on Lily's chocolate? It's expensive, but I guess it's the only real. Is it the only chocolate chips? Keto chocolate chips?
Yeah, but you can just cut up other chocolate bars. Someone made our chocolate chip cookies and she did that. Dirty Girl Clean Eats, I think.
Dirty Gertie.
We have an eggnog recipe coming soon.
I use 2 tablespoons a day. That's it. Is that okay? Yeah,
that's
okay. Just count it towards your calories, basically.
Heavy whipping cream is not 0 carbs.
No, heavy whipping cream is about like a little under half a carb per tablespoon.
Most things that say 0, if they're packaged, aren't. Unless it's like meats, like actual meats, not even processed meats.
How did you measure body fat, Dexo or Bod Pod? We did Bod Pod. Get mad at a barbecue or a smoker for Xmas. Yeah, we just don't have any space to put that. We live in an apartment.
I'm also, so like Matt's been a big like no gifts, but I'm like obsessed with gifts. But now that I'm in a relationship for like over 2 years, I'm like, oh, I just want to like do something that benefits both of us, like a massage or a movie
I'm more
or
into
dinner.
that.
Like getting gifts is just, it's so
I don't like
overrated.
society telling me how to spend my money. I hate it.
Yeah.
Favorite post-workout meal? I don't really do post-workout meals. One thing I actually do like to do, and especially if you're going for weight loss, and I think it has some benefits to increasing like the growth hormone, is continuing if you do a fasted workout, you continue the fast for an hour or 2 post-workout, and then I just eat a typical keto meal.
My favorite post-workout meal, because we work out in the morning, is coffee blended with protein powder and some stevia and like maybe heavy whipping cream or butter. And I love protein powder mixed into my coffee. And then that'll hold me over till like 1, 2 p.m.
What should I do with mustard greens? I was trying to go southern there and then I went somewhere else. Where did I go with that accent?
We've cooked them up in a skillet with butter or olive oil and then add eggs.
This is what you do. You chop up a few pieces of bacon, crisp that up in a skillet, preferably cast iron. Throw in the mustard greens, kind of like maybe put the lid on for a minute, maybe not, and then take it all out and cook a couple of over easy eggs and then top that dish with the over easy eggs.
You don't even do the over easy. You do the hard eggs.
I do over hard.
Gross.
How is Atlanta? In Seattle now. Love it, but missing ATL. I love Seattle. I'm really a West Coast person at heart.
Do you recommend a certain protein powder? So when I'm blending, if I'm doing it in my coffee in the morning, I like to use the Isopure 0 carb protein powder we have. 1, the taste of cookies and cream is good, and 2, I don't want like, the Quest has like sucralose and.
So does Isopure.
Well, it has 3 carbs.
The Quest does?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I like the 0 carb of the Isopure.
I lost 16 pounds since Monday.
Whoa.
When I started. Okay. Thank you so much for the great video. So a lot of that's water weight. Just caution yourself. It's probably going to slow up a little bit in the next few weeks.
That's cool though.
But trust the process.
Slow.
Yeah.
And steady. Wins the race.
You went to England with the mustard greens. Definitely not Southern. I know. probiotic. So as we've been saying, we're doing so probiotic matters a lot more when you're doing a lot of fiber, which we used to do more like 30 grams of fiber a day. Now we're doing like 5 grams of fiber a day at most. So I've been like off the probiotic, off the prebiotic, which was the resistant starch. But what's the brand I get? I forget what it's called. I can go check real quick.
Hello in Spain. You're eating gelato. That sounds good. Gelato's delicious. Ever think of doing some advanced cooking courses? So we have like a meal prep out, which is kind of like cooking courses, and it tells you how to meal prep and cook everything. But no, we've never thought about like cooking courses because we're all like cooks or chefs.
I know, maybe she's saying us taking a cooking course.
Oh.
Yeah, I have thought about that. It's Renew Life is the brand I got. What are sweeteners should I avoid? Artificial sweeteners?
Maltitol.
Maltitol is like the big one that's going to mess with your keto. Aspartame is like the one everyone is like a big boogeyman. Cancer. But so yeah, aspartame won't mess with your keto, but it can mess with your life. Maybe, I don't know. I've dug pretty deep on aspartame. It seems to be not great for you.
What do you do if someone gives you cake, you don't want to waste it, but you don't want to mess up your macros? You give it away or you throw it out and waste it?
So I used to have this happen all the time. Someone would make like cake pops at my work, and I'll just like grab one, I'll be nice, but then I'll just leave it on my desk and not eat it. I mean, being nice comes second to my health, and I think it should for most people.
Or yeah, just say no, right? Just be like, just throw it out. Can you do a post on converting sweeteners and recipes?
Confectioners versus granular versus blends.
That just sounds like so much work.
We need to make an infographic on that at some point.
That would be good.
Snack options other than pork rinds. I hate pork rinds. Just listen to our podcast today. We went through every snack. Check out our podcast.
Do you sweat going over on your protein when you work out hard? No.
No, I don't sweat going on my protein ever. And we made a video on this. We haven't published it yet. You should never really sweat on going over your protein, especially if you're trying to lose weight. Protein is the most satiating macronutrient. If you're eating a high protein diet, it's really hard to overeat, especially if you're eating no carbs. Don't worry about protein.
Would you do a keto version of the 10K challenge? Matt has talked about it. I feel like it'd be very difficult, but I want him to.
Yeah, keto version would be incredibly tough, but I could do a non-keto. I could do a non-keto version really easily.
Could you eat a ton of butter?
That's the thing. You can't eat 10,000 calories of butter. It's impossible, I think.
I feel like you could totally do it.
I figure they don't care about you if they're trying to make you eat things that are bad for you.
They don't.
I don't think that's the case.
They don't.
They care about your immediate pleasure, and with a lot of people, that's the quickest way to like your heart. Is like, hey, take this. It'll taste good for 7 seconds while you chew it, so you'll think I'm awesome.
Every time Matt would come over to my house when we lived in San Francisco before keto, I would buy him these Grandma's cookies, and I would go...
Grandma's peanut butter.
I would search every convenience store I could because I had to find the Grandma's cookies.
That made a big impact on me.
Yeah.
I love that you did
He
that.
would get so excited, and when I didn't have the Grandma's cookies, he'd be like, oh, no Grandma's cookies? And I'm like,
I wouldn't say that. Low ketone, 0.5 to 0.9, but getting all the signs of being fat adapted. Don't want to raise them artificially. Any thoughts? I think you're good.
Yeah. No rush.
So like 0.9 to 0.5. Tell me what you're eating in a day. Are you eating like pretty high vegetable? That can kind of inhibit the high ketones, but you don't need to chase ketones either. And then also, what's your fat intake? Like if you start eating 250 grams of fat, you're going to have higher ketone readings.
Yeah, chase results.
Chase results, not ketones.
Man, Matt, can your skin tan or just burn?
I've actually been reading on this a little bit. I think there's some, like, good dieting over the course of your life can make you be, like, able to be suntanned a little better. But no, I always just get burned.
We have Thanksgiving recipes coming out.
Atlanta Cornhole. What would you say you miss the most from your non-keto diet? I guess the thing I miss most, not that I miss anything that much, like I'm cool. It's probably just like being able to chill on the couch watching TV and just like munching on some stuff.
Yeah, like I miss the bread. I guess like bread? I used to make a good sandwich for lunch every day, like hummus on it with some turkey and some.
There's not food on my lip.
Pretzel bites from the mall. Yeah, Matt's weakness is Annie Ann's.
Do you spit bucket your recipe taste test like Giada De Laurentiis? I didn't know she did that.
Fudge, now we need to do that.
No, we take one taste. Sometimes I'll go back for a second if it's like kind of debatable, but we've been getting a lot better at this. We do one taste now.
My neck is looking yoked.
Yolk neck.
I can't see it now.
What is your workout schedule like? We've been doing Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Sorry if you said this, but do artificial sugars make you gain more weight in the long run? I think you're referencing a study that kind of said that, but it was not a causal study. It was just a correlative study. So no is the answer.
Someone just had embarrassing question, but it's gone now.
I missed it. I missed beer and I just started today. That was one of the big things I missed. I was big on craft beers before starting keto.
Is there anything I can eat to overcome a potato chip craving? I guess pork rinds could do it. What else is there? We have cheese Parmesan cheese crisps on our site you could try.
Coconut oil, MCT oil, or brain octane. Confused about which I should use in my drinks if I want to reap the most benefits. So if you actually want to reap the most benefits, I would say brain octane is a good way to go. But brain octane is pure C8 MCT oil. So you can also go on Amazon and get other versions of pure C8 MCT oil. You don't need brain octane. That's all it is.
Brain octane is the brand.
Yeah, it's a brand. But other versions of MCT oil work fine too.
Our podcast is Keto for Normies.
We do have a keto ice cream recipe. It is on our YouTube and our website. What would you say the daily limit of artificial sweeteners per day should be? I don't think there is any. I just don't like getting into the mindset of what can I get away with, which I think a lot of people come into this, and that's their approach, is like, what's the least changes I can make to get the most results. It's kind of what all humans do. But I think you just want to start getting into the mindset of how can I be the best, not how can I get away with the most. Doing the mustard greens for dinner. Awesome. Let us know how it goes.
Do you count sugar, alcohol, carbs? No.
Have you tried to get bigger muscles? I don't think tried is what I've been doing. I think I've been doing it.
Success.
Yeah.
I just used the word yoked. That means I'm big.
Yeah. Vocab's changing. Which is better, MCT oil or Kerrygold for bulletproof coffee? What are you looking to do with it? I mean...
Well, Kerrygold makes it buttery.
Yeah, for taste. I think just for like MCT oil doesn't have nutrition in it. Butter does have a little bit of nutrition. So I would say butter, but if you're just looking for like quick energy, MCT oil is better for that. Okay, let's get back to life. Do you count net carbs or just the carbs as is? We count net carbs.
What do you think of kale? I think it's delicious. I like it. Sauteed.
Thoughts on ground beef and butter to break a stall?
Just like for a meal or for like several days? I know a lot of people do that.
For some reason we've been getting... Is this like a new thing someone's coming up with? Because this is the second live in a row we've gotten this like ground beef and butter question.
Yeah.
So that's just a zero carb meal. I think that... Yeah, the lower... Like breaking a stall can be done with lower carbs, I would say. Probably. Care to give a quick recap of Zero Carb Week? The quick recap is that we did it for a week. It was tough to stick to the eating style, but we are now doing it again because we liked it. A little bit of a modified version. Like I'm eating some macadamia nuts occasionally, some Brazil nuts, just some snacky things, which I'm probably going to cut out soon. But I like
easing into it more so.
I like the Zero Carb Week. I feel better than I ever have before. I've also been doing a lot of research on the topic, on like the negative side of vegetables, basically. There's a couple good speeches. I think one was at, what's her name? Amber O'Hearn. If you want to look her up, she has a bunch of really good info on why vegetables maybe aren't all they're cracked up to be.
Matt's physique is actually pretty well composed. It is.
Thank you.
You want to give him a flex Sunday?
No, but I'm going to do like a physique update at some point. Maybe when we do the next Bod Pod video, which is at the end of this month, because I've been really getting like some chest development, which I have never been able to do in my life.
So people are gonna think we have a video coming out, our drink video. They're gonna think that's the.
I know. I'm gonna have to warn them about that. Dave Asprey's MCT oil gives me diarrhea. So that's the thing with the C8. It goes through you quicker. You metabolize it quicker. That's a side effect of it, but it's also being converted to energy quicker. So it's two-sided. Please never do a physique update. Don't you guys want to see what I've been able to progress doing keto for 2 years? So I thought that would be interesting.
You might just be someone who doesn't know who we are and just saying that to be mean.
Oh, I think you're right, because that's the guy who was asking the other questions. Thoughts on HIIT workouts, high intensity interval training? I don't like to do them. I don't do them.
I think they're a great way to get your heart rate going really quickly. So if you have maybe 15 to 20 minutes of time as opposed to a good 45 minutes to lift, a HIIT workout could be a good replacement. If you're at home, if you don't have weights, I think a HIIT workout could be a good option.
When are you testing glucose after the sugar subs? We're testing 30 minutes post-ingestion. Reason for that is we are both insulin sensitive, so our blood glucose will spike and drop quicker. So I think 30 minutes, plus all of these things are things that hit you pretty quick, and we're in a fasted state. So I think 30 minutes is giving us the best picture of that.
I mean, the Allulose laxative hit me 30 minutes on the dot.
Yeah.
Mega is going to age like the best wine you know of. Big
she really is. We always talk about this. She's going to be looking the exact same in 20 years, and I'm going to be looking like an old man.
He's going to look like his dad.
Yeah. Matt, can you bench 315? No, I can barely bench 215. I have long,
Chest is his weak point.
I'm 6'4", so I have long arms. Benching is definitely not my strength.
What's your best exercise?
Probably deadlift and squats are both pretty good. I've been able to deadlift 400.
Oh, I've never seen that.
385? I think I got 1 rep 400 before. I start the 5x5 Tuesday. Any tips for me? Oh, you're starting the 5x5, and that's Patty. She's been around for a while.
What's 5x5?
It's a beginner's workout routine. I would say just focus on form. The form will last you a lifetime. Once you get the form down really good.
I wasn't doing the proper form for squats and wasn't maximizing on my squat range and all around, and it really changes. Going lower weight,
go lightweight.
Fixing your form.
Mega, what do you use for skincare? I've been wondering the same thing.
I don't wash my face. Unless I wash my hair.
She has naturally really nice skin.
Yeah, my face skin is, I've just been very fortunate. I don't use anything. I use lotion. Just like Aveeno.
Went from sitting around all day, barely 500 steps, to suddenly doing 5 to 7K steps every day. Good start for exercise? I would say so.
That's a great
That's
start.
awesome.
No, we did not count our carbs in Vegas.
Nope. You guys have inspired me. I've been keto for 45 days now. Keep it up.
That's incredible.
Is using margarine bad for keto? Yeah, margarine is bad for keto. Margarine's made out of vegetable oils. You want to avoid vegetable oils.
But some people do it for the lesser calories.
Is it even lesser calories? No, you want to stay away from margarine.
It?
Don't use margarine. Off topic, do you guys have a favorite cologne perfume? I don't use any.
Yeah, no.
No.
Matt doesn't smell nice. Wait, just cologne, right?
Or perfume.
Or perfume. Yeah, Body by Victoria's Secret is my favorite perfume. It's really, really good. It's been out for 5, 7, 10 years maybe.
Are you planning to have your kids on a keto diet? Wouldn't say strict keto diet, but I'm definitely gonna try to get them.
It's gonna be tough, right?
I'm gonna let them live a life of having treats and stuff and experiencing those things too, but
when we did but Matt and I cook so much, so our normal pizza Friday nights at home will be the same, but with
good stuff, yeah.
Other pizza crusts, our new pizza crust, not Domino's.
I don't want to be raised the same. I don't want to raise my kids the same way I was raised diet wise, because I am not happy about the foods I was given as a child. So I want to be a little bit better than that.
But I also lived it up hardcore, and it was
I lived
fantastic.
it up, yeah. I lived it up like crazy.
It was so great.
Can I get into ketosis by dressing up like a hard-boiled egg for Halloween?
No, but now you have to send us a picture of you doing that, Keto Shan.
I noticed that my acne is gone while doing keto. Do you know why? I don't.
A lot of people have had skin clear up.
Yeah.
And that I've heard from.
Oh, margarine's only 50 calories
Yeah,
per
I knew it was
tablespoon?
less calories.
Yeah, you still don't want to do that. What if the margarine has 0 carbs? I still wouldn't eat it. There's so many proven.
But going back to what I said, nothing has 0 carbs that's packaged like that, right?
Oh,
like
butter has 0 carbs. What do you mean? Margarine has 0 carbs. Yeah.
Well, what's margarine made of?
Vegetable oil.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, whatever. I would say it's not that big of a deal.
To eat vegetable oils?
Yeah, what if we're eating out when we get like takeout?
Well, yeah.
foods and
I mean,
stuff?
but if you're going to the store, don't buy margarine. But yeah, if like someone has margarine on top of your steak at a restaurant you go out to, I wouldn't like.
They put margarine on steak?
No, they put butter on steak.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Everyone knows margarine is bad at this point.
Should I float around 25 net carbs a day or 20? That's really a personal call. You could try out both and then see what works best for your body.
I just recently have evolved to this mindset: the less, the better. The less carbs, the better, guys. Recipe suggestion: pretzels.
What are your go-to drinks? Water, first and foremost. Well, Matt has he got a thing of Propel. I've never had Propel until recently, but Propel, Powerade, that kind of a thing. Zevia for sodas. Bone broth, bulletproof bone broth, or cacao butter, hot chocolate.
I wasn't listening. What were you listening on?
What are our go-to beverages?
Oh. Thoughts on cheese?
I love me some cheese.
We've been getting the raw milk cheese from the grocery store.
So good, and it melts so buttery. And halloumi. Where are my halloumis at?
Let me get my charger. Oh, chaga tea. I love chaga tea. My dad actually forages for chaga mushrooms.
That's adorable. Favorite go-to keto meal? I think just standard bacon and eggs. Mega, not a keto question, but what product do you use to maintain your hair? Your hair is so lovely. Thank you. I actually just use 2-in-1 Head and Shoulders because that's what we get because Matt has dandruff. And I like to use 2-in-1 because I'm lazy and I don't want to use 2 separate things. But It's a 10 is like a spray that I use when my hair's damp and I just spray it all over, and then you can dry it or you can just leave it.
I'll leave for a second. You're just putting me on blast with the deodorant.
Dandruff.
I tried Zip Fizz and it's great.
Yay!
Yeah, Quest bars, yes or no? We have a whole video on keto protein bars. I'd say in moderation they're fine. I wouldn't want to eat one every day, but if it helps you stick to it, go for it. Matt has dandruff. I do have dandruff.
Everyone has dandruff. What shows are you currently watching? We literally have no shows to watch that we're entertained by, but we've been watching It's Always Sunny.
Oh, Always Sunny is an incredible show. Coffee with cream in the morning plus intermittent fasting. Does it work? Work in what sense? What benefits are you trying to get out of intermittent fasting?
Mega, you don't curse. You swear a lot. Why don't you curse here? Matt has very much so censored me.
No, I have not.
To the point where I can't even get the curses out of my mouth.
Have either of you tried not washing your hair since doing keto? No. Thoughts on bananas? There was one I want. Oh, have you tried enlightened ice cream yet? Just found it today. 5 net carbs.
We've tried it. It is really yummy, but it's like too yummy and it has sugars in it, and we just don't like to have ice cream in the house. Except right now we do have Dr. Berg's Kebbies sent it over, and it's some good stuff. It's expensive, but it's good.
That's going to be on our next product review video. Welcome to Atlanta. Thank you.
Thanksgiving wrap video. If we had 200K by Thanksgiving, which we won't.
Do y'all take a green supplement? I used to do it more so than I do now. I'm doing just the cod liver oil and meats. Carnivore diet.
Carnivore hashtag.
Tips on dating Indian women? I don't really have tips.
He has dated a couple, though.
I've dated a few, though. Meg always brings up the one I dated before her.
Yeah, I do.
Banana diet. Yeah, I don't think the banana diet's very good. I noticed that Breyer's sugar-free ice cream was less carbs than Halo. I've never tried the Breyers one. Honestly, we like started with eating a lot of the Halo Tops and stuff, but we just like keep on progressing our diet to getting better and better. We don't really eat that stuff that much anymore.
But not to say like you can't when you're starting.
And that's what now that I'm on this side, I totally see like this is all part of it. Like at some point you're gonna get to the point where you don't want to eat ice cream. But for now, yeah, Halo Top's good. Breyer sugar free ice cream's a good substitution. Is Dr. Berg legit? He's always selling something at the end of the vid. Yeah, so selling things doesn't make you not legit.
Right.
Yeah, Dr. Berg's legit. We talked to him recently in person, not in person, on a screen, on a Skype call. He's the most genuine and like authentic guy I've talked to. Maybe not the most, but he's very genuine and authentic. And he's selling things that he thinks will help you. Right.
From his standpoint. And he backs it up with all the informational videos he provides. But like all companies sell, like everybody sells something, right? I feel like.
Tips on... I don't like starting... I don't know what that means. How many times you check your glucose? Just when we're trying to test stuff.
Bloods.
Yeah. You guys sell stuff, right? You're legit. I like to think so. We have a meal prep course.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying Dr. Berg's book. I just got his book in the mail today. We did.
Yeah.
What do you think about one meal a day? I did it for a while. I haven't done it in a long time, but since we're doing this zero carb diet, I'm starting to just like slowly transition more towards the one meal a day type of thing. I think honestly that's like the natural way of eating, kind of like hundreds of years ago you would probably just eat one meal a day, but I haven't done it in a while. What are your thoughts on it?
What was the question?
One meal a day.
Oh, 1 meal a day. Oh, I have done that before. And I didn't enjoy it. It doesn't really work with my body from what I could see. I like to eat when I'm hungry, and doing 1 meal a day for me feels very forced, so I don't like to force myself to do things. It can lead to negative thoughts for me. Like I have more of a negative eating history, I would say, maybe than Matt does. So 1 meal a day really puts that like back into the frame for me.
Yeah, previously we were doing 1 meal a day when we were doing more of a traditional keto diet with like a lot of veggies. And when I was doing that, I would feel like very full and just like I couldn't do much afterwards.
Yeah.
But when you're doing zero carb, you don't have like a lot of mass of food. So you feel pretty light after a meal still.
Yeah.
Dr. Berg has a great electrolyte supplement. I haven't seen that one. What is a fat bomb? A fat bomb is basically anything that's just very high in fat, very low in carbs and protein, and it's usually like a dessert-like thing that you can eat to supplement your diet. It particularly helps out in the beginning because a lot of people have trouble getting a lot of fat in. Mm-hmm. Is it true that as long as it fits your keto macros, you can eat it, like half a donut?
I mean, do you want to be eating half a donut? I mean, yeah, if it fits your macros is the approach you could take and we take. But I don't want to eat eating half a donut would make me feel poo-poo.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it, like, the goal is not just to be, like, what's the point then? Why are you doing keto if you want to, like, sneak in half donuts? I think the goal is to start progressing towards, like, a better nutritional life, like, more healthy life. But yeah.
But if you start out that way, that's yeah, if it works for you.
You can do that. You can still be in ketosis eating half a donut throughout the day.
What was your favorite casino in Vegas?
What was my favorite?
They're all pretty similar.
I like the cheap old ones that have $3 craps tables.
I like the one we went to before Absinthe where they had like dollar craps.
Yeah, that was Casino Royale, I think it was called.
Yeah, it was really like crappy and like it was just a bunch of old men smoking. It was like no one's attractive. Yeah. Even like the waitresses were just like gross.
What are your main go-to zero carb meals? We do like bacon, eggs, bulletproof coffee, and then for dinner we usually do just like a
hunk of meat
fatty
and
steak.
Butter.
A fatty steak with some butter. I went to a Brazilian steakhouse in North Cross, GA that was keto friendly. Yeah, I think all Brazilian steakhouses are keto friendly. What are the top 3 websites you visit that could help with keto? Reddit, number 1. You can go to reddit.r/keto. I've been going to reddit.r/zero carb a lot. And also reddit.r/unsolved mysteries. That's one I'm into. Are you guys into like true crime at all? It's like my favorite thing.
Is that helping with keto?
No. But what else helps with keto? YouTube, I guess?
YouTube, I guess, yeah. So the one thing I've learned about Matt, and like I still do, but he works a lot, he works hard, he pushes himself.
There
but
it is.
I've learned that at least like 60% of the day he's watching rap videos, or he's listening to rap battles, or he's scrolling Reddit for enjoyment. And I'm just
Not
like
true.
working. So when I go to bed at 8 p.m. and he's up till 11, he still worked less than I have worked.
That's not true.
That is so.
I'm working a majority of the time.
There are no websites I go to unless I'm online shopping or looking for a restaurant to eat at, other than like the ones for work.
I have stuff on in my headphones while I'm working though.
Yeah, he's like not even always there.
And then like if I have to upload photos, while that happens, maybe I'll check, like do you recommend fasting while on keto? I don't like necessarily recommend it, but yeah, it helps if you can pull it off, but don't like force it. I think when you get into keto, like for a few months, it kind of becomes natural. Thoughts on Action Bronson? I used to like him a lot when he was more underground.
I love him.
Now he's more like a thing that people know of, and his music has just kind of fell off.
But he's really funny and he's good videos.
What's an ideal date night for you two?
Ideal date night.
Mega likes to go out to fancy restaurants.
We don't. What do I like? We haven't cooked in a while, so like we used to make it a point.
We don't cook for enjoyment.
Yeah, we used to make it a point like once a week to cook for pure enjoyment, like Saturday or Friday, and that was really really fun. And we'd like drink and we'd put on a podcast or some music. So I think that's what I would be looking for most right now.
We have discussed what our kid would look like. It would look exactly like Frida Pinto.
No, it wouldn't.
Priyanka Chopra.
Maybe. No. It would be really athletic. Right?
Yeah, it'd be athletic. It just wouldn't be able to leave the ground because Mega's never done it herself.
Yeah, but it would not. It would also be like not. It would look like it should be athletic, but not be because of me. I'm not athletic.
Thoughts on Jay Electrona as a lyricist and a person? I don't like him either way. Autophagy, thoughts. I think it's beneficial, and you get to the benefits when you do intermittent fasting. See, that's the thing. A lot of people will say autophagy happens in the 16-hour fasting window. I don't think that's been proven. I think it's debatable.
It's a gradient, right?
Yeah, so like in long fasts, that's why we did the 4-day fast. You get a ton of autophagy in there. But when you're doing the intermittent fasting, some people will tell you that's a huge benefit of it, and I'm not convinced that that necessarily happens. Do you guys feel famous? No. I don't feel famous.
I feel like we pull poop out of our dog's butt, like we did this morning.
That. But when we get spotted in the wild, which has happened to us twice, I feel like a little like we're doing something in the world, you know?
I just feel like we're like meeting a friend. We're like, oh, you watch us? Hey, what's your name? And like, it's just always a funny exchange.
I heard 45 hours is the peak of it. See, I'm not sure about that. I don't know if we know what the peak of it is. I'd like to know where you're getting that from, though. I'll check it out. Too much protein turned into glucose? No. Too much protein does not turn into glucose.
How much protein are you eating too?
Glucose isn't supply-based. Or gluconeogenesis isn't supply-based. It's need-based. So, no. The whole gluconeogenesis thing, as it pertains to keto, is like a huge boogie monster that doesn't really exist.
In the wild, like Pokemon. We actually just talked about Pokemon in our video recording today.
Yeah, we did. You would love to meet us someday. We're going to try doing more meetups. We did one in New York and it was great.
Yeah, it was actually really, really fun.
How do you address a cold? Have you had a cold lately?
I mean, I've been sick, and one day I was really, really sick, and I needed soup. Matt was at work, so I got Progresso, and I took out like the noodles, but I wasn't, killing myself. If you're sick, for me, my health always comes first, because you can always get back into ketosis, but you're not gonna like get sick and then have to eat a box of donuts. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get sick and maybe take medicine that has sugars or carbs in it, but like not that much where you should kill yourself.
Yeah, a lot of people have been asking us to do a video about working out, but we're just not really experts on working out. We work
but
out.
Your biceps say otherwise.
Do they?
Show them.
I almost passed out right there. Ever coming to Cali for a meetup? Yes, we're coming to Cali. I love Cali. I'm in Tennessee and I can drive down to Atlanta. Okay.
Z-Cam no swabs and Fisherman's Friend lozenges carb free. Thank you, Keto Shan.
Have you tried soul bread? Yeah, I think we've made it once or twice. It's pretty good.
Soul bread?
Yeah, it's like cream cheese and protein powder based, I think.
Oh.
What happens to extra consumed protein in the body? Would you gain weight? Well, extra calories, yeah, you gain weight from eating extra calories. But protein, the mechanism by which you store protein as body fat is extremely inefficient. So, like, any excess protein you eat that gets stored as fat, only 44% of it makes it to becoming fat. So, in that sense, overeating on protein is like very beneficial to weight loss. If you're just eating protein, you can't just eat protein or you'll die. It's called like rabbit starvation. But if you're just eating a lot of protein, you're not. That's like the easiest way to lose weight because protein's the most filling. You can't overeat on protein, and to store protein as body fat is super inefficient.
Come back to Philly, do a meetup.
Yakitori. Is that a joke or is that?
Is that a restaurant?
Oh, I don't know. Do you check your keto by blood test? Yeah, we do. I don't feel good. Give me some Krispy Kreme. Would you recommend still counting fat and calories? I would recommend, so it's not mandatory, I would recommend it just in a sense that more info is more power, so you can like troubleshoot your diet if you're not losing weight, things like that. It doesn't hurt, it just takes a little bit of time. Did the cookies taste like beef? No. It's beef gelatin and it's 1 tablespoon.
Beef gelatin doesn't taste.
It's unflavored.
Why did you guys move to Atlanta? Really, the weather. We promised each other we would never spend one more cold winter like Michigan or Philly again.
Actually, we promised each other that before we moved to Philly, but then we were like, let's give it one more try. Since going to the carnivore diet, getting tired of a particular meat. I guess since we've been doing it,
red meat.
You're getting tired of it?
Yeah.
That's the meat I'm most not tired of, but it's the one we're eating the most. We're mainly eating red meat.
That's why I'm tired of it.
We haven't done chicken in a while, though.
Right. Which I miss. He makes really good crispy thigh chicken. Meg, how tall are you? I'm 5'3.5". I say 5'4" on my license.
Can you eat fruit? If so, what type? You can eat some berries. I love seafood. Don't see you really doing anything with seafood. Salmon, crab. Well, we made a baked fish recipe and it got like 3,000 views. So at that point we were like, I guess people don't like seafood that much.
But we have a lot of seafood in our cookbook.
Yeah, not a lot. We have a
red snapper, crab.
Oh, we have a whole fried red snapper in our cookbook. It's really good.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Any keto safe gums? Pretty much all of them.
Number 1 tip for keto weight loss.
Number 1 tip?
I always take this in the direction of like your mentality as opposed to like do this. Being consistent with your diet is huge.
Consistency.
And then also knowing that it's about the progress and like it's gonna not happen like overnight.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest tip. Consistency and just like think long term.
Matt actually did it very strategically and he covered the fisheye with a lime wedge.
I thought for the picture that'd be better because people don't like to see the actual food they're eating. They want to be disassociated from it.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, this looks great. And then I picked up the lime covering the eye and I was like, ew. Good thing you did that.
Thoughts on fried foods? Does the oil have a negative impact similar to if you were on an American diet? Well, it depends on the oil.
Yeah, wait, what oil are you using?
So a lot of places use canola oil, vegetable oil. You don't really want to use those. We like using coconut oil. The smoke point of coconut oil is 350 degrees. So we like keeping it like just below that, 340. And you can fry stuff pretty well in that.
We've also done lard.
Yeah, that's also good. We just haven't been able to get a good source of lard. The only ones we can get is like the really cheap stuff at the grocery store, and I don't like using that.
I read too much protein can exacerbate kidney issues in the beginning stages of kidney disease. Yeah, if you already have kidney issues, it could be tough on them because protein is hard on the kidneys to, what's it called? Not digest. What's the word?
I don't know. What does it do?
It like just
like
processes,
the nitrogen and stuff?
like processes the meat or filters it.
Biggest takeaways from zero carb? What's your biggest takeaways? I feel better.
It's easier to stick to because you're just so full and like sick of it, but it's easy to do.
You get in tune with true hunger.
Yeah.
You guys still drink booze, right? If so, what? We like to keep it with mostly wine and hard liquors.
Yeah, like vodka and Zevia or something would be good.
Mega, do you ever binge on carbs behind Matt's back?
No.
She actually, like, whenever she does things that are, like, kind of bad, she always tells me, like, when she eats peanut butter, she's like, I just ate a lot of peanut butter.
I binge on, like, keto things that are bad, but then I always tell
them. Trader Joe's lime cashew says it has 4 net carbs, but I don't believe the macros. Should I trust the label?
I mean, each batch is going to be different, but the label's never going to be, so you don't technically know, right?
Well, what are the ingredients in the lime cashews? I would look up the nutrition of normal cashews, look up the nutrition, like if they're sugar, then maybe it should be more, but it's probably, I mean, cashews are more than 4 net carbs per ounce, though. They're like 7. So yeah, it's probably a lie.
Thoughts on ghee?
I don't like the question's thoughts on.
Why?
Like, put some work in on the question end so we can actually have some direction with the question. I have a lot of thoughts on a lot of things.
Yeah, so then share them. That's what we're here for.
What are your thoughts on ghee?
I love, I'm Indian, so we grew up eating ghee. Like, ghee is just rubbed on every single piece of bread. I like the taste of it. It feels really pure, and it has a high smoke point, so you can cook meats in it.
Yeah, I like ghee. I like the taste of it.
I love peanut butter as of late. You love peanut butter as of late?
I know. Where have you been?
Yeah,
Where have you
peanut
been
butter
your
has
entire
been
life?
like here for a long time. Is it okay? It's okay in moderation for sure. It's easy. Like Michelle, Matt's sister,
Yeah. What?
eats a cup a night.
Okay, so people are asking about allulose. We'll go over it again. We're doing sugar replacement, ketone, and blood glucose testing, seeing how they affects it. Today we did allulose this morning. We're going to do all of them and put them into a video. We did 3 tablespoons each, which is a lot, and it gave us a ton of intestinal discomfort. But it had 0 impact on blood sugar and ketones. So allulose, gold stamp of approval. Keto approved. I love the people who are constantly saying keto approved about everything.
There's a good question. You just rambled and I wasn't listening.
Oh, sorry. Can you guys make Keto Hana's cocoa? Yes, we made it. It's going in our cookbook, and it's better than Keto Hana's. Maybe it's not better, but it's just as good.
It's not handcrafted by a beautiful woman.
It's actually really easy to recreate. I did it first shot. It's Hannah?
Isn't it Hannah? It's Hannah.
Yeah, it's Hannah.
But anyway, we do have a bagel recipe coming out soon. Is it the cheddar jalapeno?
Oh, we gotta film a video for that.
Yeah.
See? Things slip through the crack.
Yeah, we have a lot of videos to film, but we're also working on the cookbook.
Yep. Does CJ's? I don't know what that means. Will the cookbook be an e-book or physical copy? Physical copy. It might be in actual stores.
Supposed to be.
It's supposed to be? What store is it going to be in?
Barnes & Nobles and Costco, as of what we know now.
Oh, man. Well, just go there, pick up some Wild Planet sardines and our cookbook. Will your review of Sweeteners address how to eliminate the cooling effect? I don't think you can eliminate the cooling effect.
You get used to it, though. Like, for me, it was really severe in the beginning. I didn't think I could eat anything with erythritol, but now I don't even know it is there. What would your last meal be if you were on death row?
I think they stopped doing the death row meals.
Yeah.
What would yours be?
Could it be like, does it have to be from one place?
No, you can go wild.
Okay, so I'm doing Nacho Bel Grande from Taco Bell.
Okay.
I'm doing butter pecan ice cream. I'm doing chicken tikka masala with naan. And like Coke Zero.
I'm doing a breakfast sandwich on a nice brioche bun, and definitely some kind of like a 4-pack of donuts, and maybe some sushi. Fresh sardines versus beef for keto. What are you looking to do? I mean, they have some different nutrients in them. The fish is, I mean, sardines are basically all protein. Beef will have fat also. Sardines are a good source of selenium, though, which is kind of tough to get in a keto diet. Brazil nuts, sardines, those are two really good sources of selenium.
Hey, Matt Newbold.
Guys, open a keto restaurant. Please hire me. People keep saying this. I don't think you need to have a keto restaurant because then only people can go to it. Just have a keto menu at a normal restaurant.
Yeah. Even you, Matt, with your 60% wrap break. I'm so sorry.
What?
Thanks for your hard work. Even you, Matt, with your 60% wrap break.
Oh.
Sardines are fishy tasting, for sure.
What's a good way to set your calories? Working out hard 5 days, but I think the suggested 2200 stalls weight loss. You're saying 2200 is too low or too high?
Probably too high because it stalls.
Yeah, that's what I would think too. So I would just lower it a little bit. Lower it by 100.
And don't be inserting your calories burned into what you're gonna eat. Stay sedentary.
Such a good pragmatic thought process on things. Thank you. I like to think so.
I feel like I'm more practical than you are.
Do you? Of course you think that.
In different senses, maybe, right? I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, that's one thing I want to do is get some fresh sardines and make my own a ball jar of homemade home canned sardines. I think that'd be really good.
What do you think about keto vegan? I think it's incredibly tough to do.
I don't think it's a real healthy diet, honestly.
Yeah.
It's just like a lot of coconut oil. It's like a lot of, I think vegetarian at a bare minimum. I wouldn't recommend people do a vegan keto diet. You're getting a lot of soy. Like, where are you getting your protein from? A lot of soy, a lot of like hemp hearts and stuff. Not the best, in my opinion. Is it bad to eat if you aren't hungry? Yeah, your body's pretty good at figuring things out, especially once you get into keto. Your signals your body's sending you tend to be more accurate than if you're on an American diet and they're just like, eat the donuts all the time. Is there any diet movies you recommend like that sugar movie? There's one other good one. It's Fed Up. Is that it? The one about the school cafeteria system? That's a good one.
I saw one of your really early today. Great job on your progress. Love your videos. Thank you. Yeah, we really upped our game. And
Continuing to up it.
Really bad at the front end.
What's the best thing you have done for yourselves in the last 30 days? The best thing I've done for myself? I have been taking the first hour of NFL football, I sit on the couch and just watch NFL Red Zone for 4 hours on Sundays. That's what I've been doing for the past month. So that's probably for me.
In the last 30 days. I don't know.
Okay.
I'll think about it.
I'm trying to lose weight, trying to cut back on carbs and fats simultaneously. From what I've read so far, this isn't possible. Well, I don't think you need to cut back on fats. Just cut back on the carbs, and then when you're eating fats and proteins, your calories will come down automatically. Just do that. Don't consciously make an effort to cut fats out. Make an effort to get some good fats in, though. Does 16-8 fast method help promote faster weight loss? I would say yes, just in a sense that it's easier to calorie restrict in an 8-hour window.
Have you tried Great Low Carb Bread Company? Yeah, we have. They have good bread.
Quest bars are the best. Have you used any of the Lancanto products? Not yet, but no. We ordered the monk fruit. Was it from Lancanto? I think it was. We have some coming soon.
And buying sardines from Costco for dirt cheap. Yeah, they are super cheap.
Wild Planet sardines at Costco. What about lentils? Lentils have a lot of carbs.
I think the best thing I did for myself in the last 30 days was there was like a couple days where Matt had to take off because he had injuries. And like normally, we kind of fall in line and we're like, okay, we'll take a rest day. But then I was like, no. And 3 days straight, I went by myself. And it was really nice alone time and just like getting in tune with my own body and not having someone else rushing you or anything.
Yeah, that is nice.
Doing things alone is really, really nice when you live with someone.
Are y'all testing sucrin fiber? We will. We're going to test a few different fibers. The fibers are going to spike insulin, spike glucose.
Yeah, and make us not feel great. We're so excited to do maltitol, 2 tablespoons of sugar worth.
It's going to be 4 tablespoons of maltitol. That's a quarter cup we're just going to drink of maltitol for you guys.
That should be a vlog day.
Yeah. Yeah, stuffing is on the menu. We just photographed that today. Oh, do we have to do video for that?
Yeah, we did a video for a ton of stuff. But that's why we had to get that. We got 2 Halloween recipes coming.
We don't have to drink it, but we're doing testing for you guys to try, and for ourselves to
I think it's extremely fascinating. It'll make a good video.
To test the different sweeteners. Thoughts on apple cider vinegar? Honestly, I don't have strong thoughts. I think try it, see if it does anything for you. I don't notice much.
It makes a really, really good pork bacon reduction.
That's what it is. Those are my thoughts. Need your advice on raw versus cooked vegetables debate. I think that's an interesting one that I don't actually know. Because
cooking them like too hot for too long, I think that's a lot of things. It like removes the nutrients.
Yeah, but also the thing I'm reading recently and learning a lot about is vegetables don't have that much. They have a lot of paper nutrients, but like as far as your body making use of them and absorbing them, they're pretty low.
It's like my law school degree.
But I do think from everything I've read, raw is better than cooked. Does making kale shakes destroy the fiber in kale? No. All the fiber is still there. Making kale juice, you remove the fiber.
Any keto chip recipes? Nah.
We have radish chips in the cookbook. What do you think about Honey Crisp apples? I think an apple is your daily carb intake, so I don't eat them.
It's over, isn't it like 27?
26 grams, yeah. Purchase the perfect keto microgreens. Looking forward to seeing the impact. Those are good. I like those because you can take them just with water. You don't need to like make them into a smoothie. They have a good taste.
Protein chips. I didn't like Protein.
We just did Protein in our last product review video. It's coming out soon.
In our Keto Crate video.
Oh, Keto Crate.
It's hard to tell for us to tell you your macros in MyFitnessPal. It's very person specific.
Does adding fiber bring down the net carbs? No.
No.
Every gram of fiber is also a gram of carbs, and it's just 0 net carbs. It's not negative.
That reminds me, we have to do more skits.
Yes, we do. What's a good skit we could do? I want to be like either a hippie or maybe a southerner. I feel like my southern accent is kind of offensive.
I mean, like, poop isn't even a good trolling word, right?
It's a great trolling word.
P-pop.
P-pop.
Thanksgiving skit. Yeah, we should definitely do
we could be like the Pilgrims.
Okay. I'll be the Indian. We have tried miracle noodles and I really like them. It's a root fiber.
Hey Matt, how many programming languages do you know? Like 2, maybe. I know like a little bit of Java. I mainly know MySQL. That's like the main thing I know. Thoughts on lazy keto? I'm pro lazy keto, especially when starting out. Should we call it? It's been an hour 20.
Yeah.
It's been an hour 20. Last 2 questions. Skit idea. Paula Deen makes homemade butter. That's a good one.
We just got a blonde wig.
Minus the racism. How about a keto hip hop song? For 200K subscribers, we're gonna do that.
Thanks, Matt. Yeah, you've been taking our meal prep course. Hope things are well. Let us know if you have any questions.
Check out our meal prep course. It's on our website. If you go on any recipe page, there's a picture on the right sidebar to get to the meal prep course. Let's see. Let's get one good question.
What will you be for Halloween? So, in our videos, I was a panda.
I was a giraffe. This is a good question because this is the question we end all of our podcasts with.
Trisha.
What's something you guys started in the last 5 months you had wished you had done for the last 5 years?
You can't just put us on the spot.
That's a good one. The last 5 months.
That's a long time, right?
I guess we've gotten Julius. But I don't really wish
I don't wish we had a dog a long time ago.
It's tough. I don't know. I think tonight, actually, I'm going to start something new that I'm going to hope to do for a long time. I'm going to stretch before bed. I'm going to have a little bit of a wind down routine. Usually I'm just like on the computer, then I brush my teeth, go to bed. But I'm going to try getting into like a 20-minute wind down routine.
Yeah. I think for me, this is more so recently. Like when you're living with someone and you have a partner, you feel like you need to do everything together. And then you quickly learn that can just like weigh on your relationship. So I've just been like, if I want to go to bed and Matt's not ready, like I'm going to go into bed, I'm going to watch a show, I'm going to put my earplugs in, bye, I'll see you tomorrow. Or like I'll go on a drive, or like I need to go to the movies myself. Just doing things and like knowing that Matt's there, he's not going anywhere, is like fine. Like I'm going home for the holidays by myself. And it'll be good time for me alone, it'll be good time for Matt to be alone.
I like that too, because then I can just do my YouTube stuff. I like watch a bunch of YouTube videos.
And I like to be alone too,
work.
and like maybe Matt will get the hint and like, you know, let me do alone things. No, not go home.
Oh. What do you mean? I'm always in my room. You always have alone time.
Yeah, it's not really alone time. Alone time is having the house to yourself. That's the best.
All right, guys. That's it. Until next Sunday. And if you guys follow us on Instagram, we do this on Tuesdays. And it's more intimate.
It's a lot more intimate.
There's less people like spamming poop in the text box.
Poop was good.
There's usually only like 120 people or so on IG.
Yeah.
And it's all cool peeps. Not that you guys aren't all cool. All right, see you guys.